you ever struggle to connect with attractive and valuable women? It's important to know that it's not because women dislike you. You're just a regular guy. Many make common mistakes in this area. You're here seeking advice because you recognize that there's room for improvement, and that's a great start. I understand your challenges, but I also want you to know that these issues can be addressed. By avoiding some common mistakes I will discuss, you can develop charisma and improve your ability to connect with women. In this video, I will talk about 13 mistakes low-value men make that drive women away. 1. Your problems aren't unique. Many times, guys tend to believe that their problems are unique, that their struggles are one of a kind, and that no one else has gone through what they're experiencing. It's common to think that way, especially when dealing with personal challenges or addictions. You must understand that you're not alone in this. Across the world, men are going through similar struggles, facing comparable tribulations, and dealing with their own sets of challenges. You're not the only one. Rather than thinking of your problems as uniquely yours, it's more productive to acknowledge that others have faced and overcome similar issues. 2. Never transcend the boundaries of others. Many men struggle with knowing how to respond or react to women. They might constantly call or message, whether she's at home, at work, or engaged in other activities. This behavior can be detrimental and push her away. It's crucial to respect a woman's boundaries and personal space. Trespassing on these boundaries makes her uncomfortable and diminishes your value in her eyes. High-value men understand the importance of timing and communication. They know when to engage in conversation and when to give her space. 3. Make an effort. Many guys often live in delusion, believing that good things will happen to them, including the idea that an attractive woman will simply fall into their laps. They might think every woman is within their reach, while they remain inactive, sitting on their sofas. If you genuinely desire a relationship, you need to put in the effort. Sitting around and doing nothing won't lead to the outcomes you desire. Instead, get out there and interact with women. Take control of your life and be proactive in pursuing what you want. Being disinterested in women can push them away, but this doesn't mean you should become needy. 4. Don't hurry for commitment. Rushing into things is a significant mistake that many men make. It's essential to understand that women are emotional beings, and it takes time for them to get to know you and feel comfortable around you. Jumping into commitments or declaring love after only 2 or 3 months of dating is not a wise move. It can be counterproductive. Women may not take you seriously if you move too fast. 5. Don't stick yourself to her. Being overly possessive is a common mistake, and it's essential to understand that women value their personal space. Constantly calling and texting can be annoying and may push her away. It's crucial to respect her need for space and not suffocate her with constant attention. While giving her room to breathe is essential, it doesn't mean you should allow her to behave in a way that suggests she's open to other relationships. 6. Selfishness is very ugly. No woman wants to be with a selfish man, and selfishness can manifest in various ways. It's essential to avoid behaviors that can be perceived as selfish in your relationships. This could include not committing to another person or using someone for your gain. When women notice these behaviors, they will likely distance themselves from you. Being stingy in financial matters, such as asking a woman to pay for her share on a date, is also a mistake. It's important to remember that relationships involve mutual give and take. While one person doesn't need to bear the financial burden entirely, showing generosity and consideration can go a long way in building trust and mutual respect. 7. Learn to control your lust. It can be challenging for some men to control their feelings of lust, especially when they find a woman incredibly attractive. However, it's important to remember that a man who can manage these emotions and exercise self-control is considered strong and high value. Self-control demonstrates to a woman that you can govern your impulses and act with discipline and maturity. This quality is highly regarded in relationships, as it signifies that you can be trusted to stay committed and not succumb to temptations or the tactics of other women. 8. A man of word is a man indeed. In today's world, many men struggle to keep their commitments. They often make grand promises and statements to win a woman's heart. But as time passes, women come to realize that they are not men of their word. In Arabic culture, there's a saying that a man only has one word, and if he breaks a promise, he will be disgraced for life. It's a powerful principle to follow in your own life. When you commit, make every effort to uphold it. Even small matters, like fulfilling a lost bet, demonstrate that you are a man of your word. 9. No control over urges. You might believe that men today are significantly more sophisticated, but the reality is that human nature has remained remarkably consistent over the past 1,000 years. In the past, people struggled with controlling their impulses, and the same holds true today. The primary difference lies in these impulses, which have evolved. In contemporary society, there is a prevalent desire for constant alcohol consumption, an ongoing quest for partying, and a growing interest in various forms of recreational drugs. These modern urges can be destructive to one's well-being and can adversely affect relationships, including those with women. 10. Society will dictate attractiveness. In today's world, many women may express that looks and appearance don't hold significant importance to them. They might claim that clothing choices are irrelevant. However, the reality can be quite different. While it's true that genuine connections are built on deeper qualities, initial impressions still matter. In real life, we're not living in a movie like La La Land, and not everyone can be a Hollywood heartthrob like Ryan Gosling. It's essential to understand that both men and women make rapid judgments based on appearances. In as little as 10 seconds, someone can form an impression of you, including perceptions about your clothing and grooming. 11. Leave your bottom feeder friend. The company you keep indeed has a significant impact on how you're perceived by others, including potential romantic partners. Your social circle can reflect on your values, interests, and the kind of people you associate with. It's natural for people, including women, to be observant and make judgments based on the company you keep. Being around a group of well-established and determined friends can have several positive effects. It can demonstrate that you value meaningful relationships, have a support system, and are likely to share common goals and interests with your friends. This can attract potential partners who seek stability and ambition in a relationship. Conversely, if you consistently associate with less ambitious individuals or lack motivation, it can be perceived as a reflection of your values and aspirations. While being supportive and loyal to your friends is important, consider how their choices and behaviors might affect your reputation. 12. Take a stand for yourself. It's important to balance being considerate and assertive in your interactions with others, including women. While it's true that being overly agreeable or constantly saying yes to everything can lead to feeling used or undervalued, being overly rigid or always saying no can also be detrimental to building healthy relationships. Assertiveness is about expressing your needs, preferences, and boundaries respectfully. It's not about being aggressive or disagreeable, but about standing up for yourself when necessary. Being a nice guy, in the sense of being kind, respectful, and considerate, is generally a positive trait. However, it's crucial not to confuse being kind with being a pushover. 13. Don't bow down. Many men make a significant mistake. They become overly accommodating, constantly seeking to fulfill a woman's every desire. They offer help without being asked, trying to make her life easier, whether it's in the office or elsewhere. Often stemming from a lack of self-respect, this behavior can have detrimental effects. Women, like anyone else, value individuals who respect themselves. When you constantly cater to someone's every need, you unintentionally signal that you're overly invested or even infatuated. This can create an unhealthy dynamic and potentially lead to misuse or abuse. Recognizing and rectifying these mistakes can transform you into a higher value individual. Understand that these patterns can be changed and approach life with a positive attitude. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. Hit the subscribe button and check out this video